the texture and light refraction on this fiber. This is pure mulberry silk, highly reflective, incredibly soft, and widely considered the ultimate fragile luxury material. But that delicate biological feel is deceptive. When hand knotted into a carpet, silk possesses immense tensile strength, resists fire, and routinely outlasts human lifespans. We evaluate longevity today against a modern consumer baseline of synthetic, machine-made decor, rugs held together by plastic adhesives that typically begin degrading after just a few years of use. Engineering true generational durability is impossible on a fast-moving, automated assembly line. Building a century-long legacy means master weavers treat the massive investment of labor as a physical component of the construction, as vital as the protein fibers themselves. This specific lineage of craftsmanship originates here, in the historic streets and wooden architecture of Srinagar, Kashmir. The creation of a rug begins long before it reaches the loom. It starts with the Naksha, a hand-painted master design blueprint. A human hand cannot directly weave a painting. The artwork must first be translated into an ancient coded script known as the Talim. The Talim condenses centuries of complex Persian-influenced motifs into precise, readable mathematical coordinates, providing the weaver with a detailed map of every required knot. This mathematical translation physically codes historical time and cultural heritage into the very foundation of the rug. At the loom, the master weaver executes that code by hand, tying individual knots with tightly spun blue and gold threads. This grid illustrates the staggering density required for a high-end rug. We measure this in knots per square inch, which can range from 400 to a staggering 2,400 individual knots in a single square inch. Automated machines fail to replicate this specific density because they apply a static, lifeless pressure that lacks physical adaptability. Handmade rugs rely on the human variable. If you flip a genuine rug over, you will see slight, natural irregularities on the back, the physical imprint of the weaver's pulse, muscle memory, and fatigue. This fluctuating, dynamic human tension binds the protein-based silk fibers tighter than a perfectly calibrated machine ever could. The physical outcome of this tension is remarkable. It engineers a tensile strength in the silk that exceeds a steel wire of the exact same thickness. These microscopic human variations are exactly what create a rug capable of surviving 100 years of daily wear. Taking the completed rug off the loom is only half the journey. It must now undergo a meticulous professional washing process known as the car. This cross-section shows the physics of silk. The wash clears the fiber, exposing its triangular, prism-like structure. Because of this newly exposed prism, the fiber refracts light differently depending on the angle, creating a metallic shimmer effect as the viewer moves. This final investment of finishing time is what transforms a dense textile into a surface that continuously interacts with the light in its environment. In its final residential state, the rug carries hidden physical properties. It acts as a 100% biodegradable, naturally hypoallergenic, and flame-retardant tapestry. When these legacy items enter the modern market, expert appraisers evaluate them using strict metrics known as the 6 pillars of valuation. While appraisers formally measure material quality, condition, and knot density, they are functionally measuring the sheer volume of human time trapped within the object. Acquiring a Kashmiri pure silk or wool silk rug is a completely different proposition from purchasing standard floor decor. Owning this artifact means adopting centuries of coded cultural heritage, absorbing months of human dedication, and securing a physical legacy engineered to outlive its owner.